Can you give Michael Caine a quick ring? It won't be a moment.
Who's this? Stop mucking about.
Michael, it's me, Benchy FM.
Is that Michael Caine?
No, you're Michael Caine. That doesn't make... Can we talk for a quick second, Michael?
I'd love to talk to you.
Brilliant. Okay, good. Have you been keeping up the series? I know you're a big football fan, so how are you finding it so far?
I love tennis.
Tennis? Have I interrupted something, Michael? Are you in the middle of
I
something?
was watching Wimbledon.
Sorry, I didn't mean to... It's not in front of the week, though, so I don't know how you doing that.
I thought I had an assistant.
Well, you may well have an...
Sorry, Michael. Let me deal with this.
Gee, what are you doing...
You can't be ringing Mr. Caine whenever you like.
I know. What are you doing there, though? I thought you worked
He's
for...
a Hollywood star. You're barely a football manager.
Thanks, G. I thought you worked for me, though, G. So...
Well, this is my new job, of course.
Right, but why? How?
Money talks. See you later, Ben.
Not only have I not... Bye, G. Not only have I not chatted with Michael Caine, really, I've also lost my PA. So... That was a good phone call. Run the intro.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello folks, welcome back to an episode of the Ispalian Job with me, Benchy FM, and since we last met it was a 2-0 defeat, you'll remember it well. It was the end, it was the crushing end to our unbeaten run, our impressive unbeaten run, if you believe what the critics have been. No one's been saying anything. But since then, the draws have slowed down. I mean, there is a 0-0 in there, don't forget that one. But a 4-0 win to kick things off against Cremonese. We've got Seri on the score sheet. He got the fourth in a 4-0 romp, you might say. Balik got a couple as well. He was playing very, very well in said game. And then a 3-1 win, followed it up again with another win. Sakor getting the goal in that one, 3-0 after 33 minutes. We were absolutely dominant in that one, and that was a nice one too. Then there was obviously a 2-0 defeat, never good, of course. Massimiliano Carlini scored their second, and for whatever reason we couldn't fight back. We had more possession in the game, but we didn't do much else apart from that. And then a 4-0, Antonucci with another hat-trick. He only scores hat-tricks every now and then, which is a little bit annoying, and Alberto Seri on the score sheet as well. It was 4-0 at half-time, and we saw the game out nice and easy, and hopefully then everyone should be fit and ready for today's game. We play 2 games today then, Prato, AC Prato and Empoli. Now the interesting thing about this, of course, is AC Prato, as you can see, down the bottom of the table, and Empoli at the top of the table, so it should be quite an interesting mix and match. Now, if you've seen these saves before, we'll know that I'll probably lose to AC Prato, and I'll probably beat Empoli. Easy pickings. So we'll have to see, won't we? 2 defeats so far for this season, 8 draws. I mean, 5 0-0s. I've never had a season quite like this. But 7 wins, and that is what we're going to try and focus on, getting another one of those today. Do we play today? It's the 11th. It's typical me. Right, first game of the day, and I've changed things around a bit again. Because, well, basically, we had a few injuries and a few players away on international duty. They're still away, Balik and Ushikani. So what we're going to do, and I'm probably saying both wrong, we've gone back to the 4-3-3 formation without false nines. Steady as the target man, Antonucci as the advance forward, and Adam Lefondre playing in the centre of the 3. Aurini, Pontisso and Rocca in the middle. We've got Venuti, Terzi, Gianni and Balocco at the back. And I think it's a pretty strong side. We've been playing a little bit of Flabrotta at the back as well recently, because we had a few injuries and suspensions and whatnot, so he's actually filled in and done quite well for us. But yeah, we've got 9 subs, lots of players to use if needs be, lots of options off the bench as well. So let's get out there, let's do the business, and let's beat AC Prato. Let's hope they don't make me look like a Prato. Sorry, it's just a funny name, isn't it? Okay, they are playing, wow, that's different. They're playing a 4-4-2. Okay, they've got Periscope up front. Interesting. Let's see if we can beat Periscope. Not his actual name, for those that are thinking, but he just can't read. He just can't read at this point. Right, start the game. Let's get into this then. We are wearing the green kit, shooting from left to right in this first half, and immediately you can see we're pushing on in the wide areas. Oh my god, it's 15 seconds in, and Alberto Seri has banged it into the back of the net. Was it a header? Was it a volley? What was it? Oh my goodness gracious me. What a beginning to this game. I think it was 15 seconds. Keep an eye on the clock as it goes in. Venuti then puts it into the area, and it's Alberto Seri on the half volley, about 15 seconds when it flies into the back of the net, and we take a 1-0 lead. The perfect start. I mean, 5 completed passes that was, straight into the back of the net. More of that, please. I've never used, I think in all the series I've done, I've never used a 3-striker system. I would love to be able to get a sort of 4-3-3 going, or just a variation of 3 striker tactics going. I've never really had a go. This is new for me, and new for you if you're watching it. Of course, I've not done it before. You've never seen me do it before, so it could be quite interesting. There's a corner kick. Pontisso plays it in. Said he's there. Oh dearie me. Manuel Peretti gives away a penalty kick. Is he going to be reprimanded? We've got a referee. Waddle over. What are you going to say to him? It's a yellow card, my friend. He's not happy about it, I'm sure. Anyway, who's stepping up for this? Hopefully it's Sedi. Number 9. It's Lafondra. Never mind. Adam Lafondra stepping up. Well, actually, I say never mind. We know Lafondra's history with penalty kicks. It's a little bit... It's 50-50, folks. This is 50-50. Adam Lafondra... I mean, I'm shocked. He scored the goal, though. 2-0. His 5th of the season. He's come in and done a pretty good job, to be fair, as the part of that front 3. But there's his penalty. It's a good penalty kick as well. Oh, I like the little stand there. The ultras behind the goal. Lovely stuff. We've got all sorts going on. I mean, I love it. There's some flats over there. Half-time is approaching. Okay, there we are then. At half-time, Arini struggling a touch of fitness, but I think he'll be okay. Let's passionately say, I'm pleased with your performance. Keep it going. As we've got changes can be made, essentially. Castanetti, Michael Cain, they're all there, ready to come on if needs be. Right then, 4-3-3, scored after 15 minutes. Seconds. 15 seconds. Now, can we see this out? Of course, we're in second now. We've had 3 wins. We've stopped getting so many draws. We've had another loss in there, of course. Lafondra into Sedi. Oh, he's at the post. My word, he do not respect the equipment. Essentially, we're now top 2, playing Empoli next, who are, for my money, a decent side. You know, they're a side that really I recognise with Serie A as Lafondra. Out to Barloco, into Antonucci, and all 3 strikers have scored. For me, folks, that is the perfect game. Antonucci, Adam Lafondra, and Alberto Sedi, all with the goals. And you can see Barloco whips it in towards that back post, and it gets to Antonucci, who volleys it calmly into the bottom corner. Keeper gets a hand to it, but he can't keep it out. And our fans behind the goal, I assume they're behind the goal, wearing the away strip, looking fabulous. Half an hour to go here. And we've looked pretty dominant, you've got to say. Prato, not really at the races so far. And they go forward. Gianni gets in, though. And Flavio hasn't really been tested so far, which I must say, considering he's not as good as our first choice keeper, makes me happy. Alberto Sedio working it forward. Arini, that's the stuff onside. Barloco, who's going to get another goal? It's Adam Lafondra. It's not. It's cleared. And it comes as far as Gianni, who gives it to Terzi. And again, we're working it quite nicely. This midfield 3, like a metronome. I love it. Pontisso doesn't quite win out there. And all of a sudden... coming forward, it's Negro on this right-hand side. If he can get a ball into the middle, he can. Straight at the goal. That's my fear. That's their second shot. It's gone straight in. We're still attacking. We've got half an hour to go. We're going to... A little change in system, I think, actually. We're going to bring on Castanetti for Arini, as Arini struggling just a touch with fitness. And Mastor's going to come on for Lafondra. We're going to change formation. And slip into a more sort of 4-3-1-2. We've got options off the bench these days that we can make those sort of changes and still be quite strong, which I think is quite nice. As a free kick's played in, Mastor takes it, if anything, and it goes out to this right-hand side. Now, a counter-attack is possible for them here, and all of a sudden, we're nowhere to be seen. The shot on goal, saved by Flavio. My good... Favero, I keep saying his name wrong. Pontisso out there struggling. Michael Cain's looking at me going, Bosh, get me in there. I'm ready. We'll put Rocker in the centre. Cain's the ballman midfielder. There's about 10 minutes left to go. And the next goal of this game is going to be huge as they go forward. Periscope with it. Shot on goal. Saved by De Flaviero. I'm just making up names now. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the Empoli, by the way, have dropped points. The way things stand, we will be going top of the table on goal difference. Good block comes in from us. Can we get this clear? We can. Barloco, forward to Sedi. It's got Antonucci up with him as well. Is this going to be a counter-attack or is this going to sort of fizzle out into nothingness? Barloco, left side. Where's he going to go? Is he going to go back inside? He does. Mastor now. The second half substitute. Lovely, but... It was looking so promising, wasn't it? And it... Why? There's not very long left to go here, and they've got a man free in the middle. Number 9, Negro takes the shot, and we're hanging on a little bit. For a team that have been quite dominant in the game, they've got another chance as well, and they've scored. Negro's put it in. It's a disaster. Antonio Negro with the goal. Disaster. Do we go defensive? Do we shut up shop? What do we do here? What do we do? Mastor puts it in. That should be good. 3-2. Goodness gracious me. Right, well done, lads. A good win for us. Not too bad. We'll take that and hopefully just progress from there. We're top of the table as things stand. I don't like that sort of pressure. I really don't. Good early goal, though. On to Empoli. They are now second. It says first, but now they are second in the division. And this is a top of the table clash. It separates the best from the rest. If we beat them, oh my, all of a sudden, cat amongst the pigeons. And as I've spoken before, a cat amongst the pigeons is a dangerous place for a cat to be. Well, it's more dangerous for the pigeons. Unless the pigeons have been secretly having some martial arts training, then I fear for the cat in that situation. In between games, things just go weird. I don't know. And apparently Ficardi has had a revealing interview. Is he one of my players? He's just whinging. Shut up. I can't remember players that turn up expecting to play. All right, we're top of the league. What's he said? Oh, I'm not very happy my team's top of the league. Exactly. Shitty trap. Okay then, folks. Second game of the episode, playing top of the table. And the decision is here to be made. Do we bring in, we've just won a game, I think we do anyway, Samir Ujkani, maybe that's how it said, comes in. We've also got Ballack as well. I think we'll put Ballack on the bench for now, and then maybe switch it up later in the game. Or who do you take off in this situation? Rodriguez? Oh, probably Rodriguez. I don't know how I feel about that. Sakor's decent as well. We've got a good team now. It's harder. We won't play with a keeper. We'll take that gamble. Right, Vicari in the week was having a whinge. We've also got Bani. I think we'll play Bani instead of Gianni. Gianni's got a little bit of a suspension to serve. So Bani's going to come in. Decent little defender, actually. Don't see too much of him, but has got really nice attributes. 6'2" as well. He's right-only footed. Do we change him and Terzi round? Oh, but Terzi's playing so well there. We'll leave it as is. We'll stick with the three up top. It worked quite well in that first half, especially in the last game. So we'll keep it as it is. Arini, Pontisso and Rocca in midfield. But I've got to say, there's players in our midfield. Well, there's players pushing, essentially. We're now putting a keeper on the bench. It's all gone wrong. But Balek's obviously pushing to get a start as well, as is Marco, Kane and Sako as well. Really good box-to-box midfielder on that left-hand side. They could all come on at some point. There could be a triple change in the midfield for all I know. Anyway, into the team selection. Let's get that. For some reason, we're going Scottish. That was, can you stop that, please, in Scottish? If you are Scottish and you are offended, you must be new. Right then, calmly say, we've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Only Antonucci looks delighted. Now, are we going to get a nothing performance from Antonucci today, or a hat-trick? That's the big question. We are in the white and blue. They are in the red and black. Is their team good? Do I recognise any names from this side? Oh, I sold Lazari to them. Oh, brilliant. Well, brilliant. First things first, thank you for the money. Secondly, neither of us are top. What's happened? Virtus and Teller have scored. They sound like a coffee brand. Okay, first chance of the game. Pontisso and Arini combine into Rocca now. Forward to Antonucci. Just had it pinched off him, but Rocca carries on his run. He's got an option on his right-hand side. Venuti puts it in. Seri's there. Oh my God. Seri is a goal machine. I absolutely love it. 7th of the season. Had a little bit of an injury at the start of the year, of course. But here he goes now in full flight. 1-0 Spal. Empoli. Where are you, boys? Where are you? On this right-hand side. Venuti, I said it, I really like him. He gets forward a lot. Oh, and Alberto Seri, what a volley that is. The keeper is never stopped. That wall. I've got to stop looking at it. I've said before, I'm just going to repeat again for those that missed it. The objective of this save is not to win the Champions League, it's not to win Serie A, it's to fill that ending with a stand as they come forward. It's a good job it's not to win anything, because, wow, that was a really good goal. I know I shouldn't like that, but it was straight in. It wasn't deflection. There was no deflection on it. Really good whip delivery and a really good header. And as much as I shouldn't enjoy the opposition scoring, it was just quite good, wasn't it? Anyway, back to 1-1, and neither of us are top of the table. But could we take our chances here? Arini, out to Venuti. We see how good his delivery is before. Goes all the way back across to Arini. He's got lots of options ahead. The strikers waiting for a chance. Seri, on this left-hand side, maybe there's an option. Yes, he is. Barloco, Lafondra. Oh, speaking of headers, I think that's what he's done. He's flicked it in at the far post. 6th goal of the season for Adam Lafondra. He's tearing up Italy. Pontisso, out to Barloco. Ball whipped in, and Lafondra, lovely little header, directed into that far corner. I like that as well. Headers are plenty. I just love a well-timed, like, good connected header. That's all I want in life. I mean, it's not all I want in life. Obviously, there are other things that would make life good, but there we are. Passionately say then, I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Everyone seems pretty pleased with that. We'll stay with the passionate vibes, and so you weren't that bad, but I believe there's more to come. I have faith in you. My match stats have moved. What's going on here? Bring them down here. They're out of control. Okay, we've got to keep an eye on the fitness of some of our boys as well. Everyone seems okay for now. As Arini, I mean, a third goal would surely seal it. Antonucci's not really been part of this game so far, as Lazzardi, the former Spal man, brings it forward. Arini, though, he knows how he plays. He's dealt with it, and he plays it back to our number one. Now, we've got 3 options up top. Of course, Seri on this left-hand side is usually the one to aim for. It's gone to Lafondra, though, and we've come away with the ball. Rocca now. And there'll be people leaving comments, by the way, saying, play Seri as the target man through the middle. I actually quite like Lafondra there, because he's a bit of a fox in the box. As it comes out to Rocca now. Shot on goal. It's at the post. Tanucci clears. I like having Seri out on that sort of left-hand side. So he almost plays as a wide target man in that respect. Not obviously completely wide, but having him up through the centre, you rely on him far more. And I feel like to have him part of a 3 rather than the central point of a 3 actually means he plays a little bit better. It's kind of strange as the ball's lofted up to him on that other side. And for defenders, like he might be challenging fullbacks more often as well, which I quite like to, as the ball goes forward here. And Empoli maybe with a chance to strike, maybe a chance to equalise. The ball's pulled back across. Lazzari with the miss. I mean, that would have been poetic, wouldn't it? Predictable, but poetic. We're still attacking. I'm kind of pushing for the third, if I'm honest. Antonucci's had not the greatest of games, so he's going to be the one to drop out this time. So this is the nice thing about the front 3. We can make that sort of change. Ballott's going to come on, really, really good player, so we're going to get him in behind the front 2, and everything else I think is going to stay the same. But the midfield seem to be performing pretty well. Pontisso, the only one, well, actually no, him and Rocca both struggling for fitness. There could be changes to be made as a corner kick comes in, out to the edge. Is he going to go for goal here? I assume he will do. The striker comes in. Good save by Shikani. And there we are then, 2-1 still. There's another corner for them on the other side. Can we keep it out? It's to the back post. It's headed wide. And it'll be a goal kick to us. Come on now, boys. We're building. We're looking good. I mean, the midfield, they're playing quite well. All on 6.8, 6.9s. I mean, if you're leading a game, that's not too bad. We will make a change in the middle, though. Castanetti from Pontisso. And then we'll also bring in... We'll bring Sakur in. But what we're going to do is we're going to change Arini. You'll play Rocca on the other side. We're going to keep Arini out there because I like his ball-winning tenacity. But we'll change a player on the other side. Right. Change in the middle has been made. Hopefully now that just sees out. We should come off attacking really. We'll go to standard, try and play it a little bit calmer. I always feel like when you change mentality though, you are asking for the other team to score, and that is a fear for me. As oh hello, what's happened there? Barloco, it's been called up. What's happened? What's going on? He's giving a talking to. Why is that the start of a highlight? Why is a chat a highlight? I mean, this is not Jeremy Kyle. Lafondra's through though. Said he plays him through. Adam Lafondra. Oh, that's why it's a highlight. I couldn't figure out why the chat between the referee and I can't remember who it was now was the highlight to begin with. But there's the goal. The front 2 combined. Sedi, lovely little through ball. Lafondra's on it and does really, really well. The slide challenge comes in, evades that, and then the finish in the opposite corner. Lovely stuff from Adam Lafondra. Another goal in Italy, and he's doing the celebration. I mean, it's going viral, I tell you. 3-1 though. Back-to-back wins. That's what I like to see. Whether it's the bottom side or a side near the top of the table, we are taking on all comers at the moment. And look at that, 35 points creates a little bit of separation from the teams below as well. And that's what I like to see. 3-1 win. Well done, lads. That's a fantastic win for us. It really is. And dominated the game too. Great possession, more shots. Are we having lots of clear-cut chances these days? That's something I'm trying to improve on. No, we didn't have any clear-cut chances. So, still rubbish manager. Oh, sorry everyone. But that is going to bring us to the end then. We finished the episode at the top of the table. When we return, it'll probably be just sort of late December, maybe early January. Of course, there's a winter break, so it's quite difficult to know when to fit the games in. It may well be then the Saturday the 20th. We'll get through the December period, and I'll see you again in the January. Of course, we're not having as many episodes from now on because this is our second season in Serie B, and it should be, ordinarily, with the squad we've got, a little bit easier. 9,300 people have turned up. The attendance is back in business. If you enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like. If you can aim for 1,000 likes, that'd be fantastic, and with love, with care, from me to Benji. Until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.